Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the third keynote session of Huawei Connect 2021. The technologies behind computing and connectivity are advancing by leaps and bounds every day, and they will soon pave the way for a world where all things can sense, all things are connected, and all things are intelligent. Today, we're going to show you exactly how Huawei's innovations in digital infrastructure are transforming the way we live and work, from the office to the production floor, from scientific research to city infrastructure, making our society truly intelligent. Please give a warm welcome to Mr. David Wang, Executive Director and President of ICT Products and Solutions of Huawei, for today's keynote presentation, Leading Innovation in Digital Infrastructure.
Ladies and gentlemen, friends from around the world, welcome to Huawei Connect 2021. I'm so happy to be here again to update you on Huawei's innovations in products and solutions. 2 days ago, Huawei released the Intelligent World 2030 white paper. The paper shows Huawei's thoughts and outlook for the next decade. Intelligent World 2030 paints a picture of an incredible intelligent world. By 2030, we will have sustainable green diets, more livable cities, and improved quality of life. Vehicle will become a mobile third space, and more people will enter metaverse. Now, I cannot wait to say, hello, intelligent world. Infrastructure has been vital to every stage of the human development. And at each stage, what flows through its pipelines represents what we value. In an agricultural society, pipelines carry water. In an industrial society, pipelines carry oil. In an intelligent society, pipelines carry data. According to Huawei's GAV forecasts, by 2030, the global connection will top 200 billion. Monthly data per cellular user will grow 40 times to 600 gigabytes. Worldwide, general computing volume will grow 10 times over, and data generated will increase by 23 times, reaching 1 yottabyte for the first time. The time for building solid digital infrastructure is now. Our innovation in digital infrastructure is driven by both value and vision. We are now diving deep into digital, and we expect 3 big changes. First, digital transformation will become central to office work. Second, production will go fully digital. The third, digital technologies will benefit more enterprises. This will create new requirements and challenges. Also, Huawei's vision and mission drive us to continuously innovate. Digital infrastructure includes sensing, connectivity, storage, and computing, as well as foundational technologies and software ecosystems. Today, I have brought in colleagues, customers, and partners from around the world to share 7 scenarios that flourish because of the Huawei innovative products and solutions.
Next, we'd like to take you into the first of our scenarios, the digital meeting room. What comes to your mind when you first hear meeting room? Well, for me personally, I think of a bunch of people sitting around doing a lot of talking, but less actual work. Well, today, our designers are here to show you a meeting room where you can start hands-on work at any minute. So there's our design team, and they're all decked out with our latest tool, the Idea Hub. So let's get to work. They're going to create for us live an image of the innovative scenarios that we'll be presenting today. That sounds like a lot of work. But whether they can pull that off depends on the Idea Hubs. So don't forget to hit the like button if you like what you're seeing. These new conferencing tools support not just collaborative writing and illustrating, but also video conferencing, wireless projectors, and so much more. Finally, you don't have to worry about the whiteboard in your meeting room that you can never actually clean, or the markers that are always dry when you need them. Not to mention all the cables that you have to plug and unplug. And to get the most out of the Idea Hubs, there's this box right here, which includes our Air Engine Wi-Fi 6 technology, providing your meeting room with a dedicated Wi-Fi network for guaranteed connection speed. So it's really nice to be able to jumpstart on your ideas at any minute. In today's offices, we often have team members working on the same project in different locations. How can we collaborate more efficiently? Well, this is our answer. Our designers are working on the same image together. You can see others' work in real time, and you can really easily build on that. These new tools allow us to communicate and work together no matter where we're located. Creating a design together, no problem. Editing the same document or signing an agreement, no problem. We can save a lot of time and even plane tickets that way. Let's check on our designers. Wow, as you can see, the illustration is almost finished. That's really pretty cool. One must first sharpen his tools if he is to work well. And these, ladies and gentlemen, are the best tools you can get. Thank you so much for your work, designers. Thank you. And here's Mr. Wang again to share with us how Huawei's digital infrastructure innovations are helping shape offices of the future.
Thank you. Of all office scenarios, digital meeting rooms, especially real-time online collaboration, have some of the highest requirements for the digital infrastructure. Today, I would like to introduce Huawei's newest Air Engine, the industry's fastest Wi-Fi 6E product. This product will make work better with instant user access, instant remote interaction, and instant file transfer. We achieved this through breakthrough in link state algorithm. We have also used a lot of the cutting-edge technology like smart antennas to enable gigabit everywhere and connect everything. When used with Huawei's Idea Hub, the next generation product especially made for smart offices, you can supercharge your digital meeting room experience. It's a 6-in-1 design and a powerful collaboration capability let people from around the world hear every word and see every expression, as if they were right there in the room with you. This will usher in the era of the frictionless communication and collaboration. At Huawei, we call Air Engine and Idea Hub, our office twins. Together, they will inspire more big ideas in digital offices.
We are now at Huawei Campus. I'm going to show you how a digital workplace can bring an incredible collaborative working experience. The Wi-Fi 6 network covers the entire campus, so we can enjoy gigabit Wi-Fi anytime, anywhere. Come on, let's check out our digital office. 1,000 megabits per second. That's impressive. How can this be achieved? The intelligent multimedia scheduling feature of Wi-Fi 6 Advanced is the answer. It provides network assurance for multimedia services and does not limit the speed of any user. Next, let's go experience our digital meeting room. At Huawei, we hold more than 10,000 meetings every day, and every meeting room has been digitalized. Take a look at the Wi-Fi 6 AP above. It has a built-in IoT module, so it can automatically control every IoT device in the meeting room. And this is Idea Hub, the standard equipment for every meeting room. With it, we can enjoy efficient communication and collaboration. Just one click to have Wi-Fi projection. It's so easy, and complex cabling is no longer required. Idea Hub has a superb whiteboard with 35 millisecond ultra-low latency, delivering a smooth and fluent handwriting experience. When we want to cooperate with colleagues who are in another place, we can easily start a video conference. With Wi-Fi 6 AP and Idea Hub, our meeting room becomes mobile. Idea Hub has intelligent microphone array and beamforming technology, supporting 10-meter precise voice pickup. The acoustic baffle allows you to define the voice pickup scope, eliminating the ambient noise. Let your voice be heard clearly no matter where you are. With the unique AI roaming technology of Air Engine Wi-Fi 6, you can enjoy smooth video conferencing without any freezing, even on the go. Multi-party remote collaboration, more than talk. We can create together.
The Idea Hub is making collaboration and office life more efficient, creating new value for enterprises. Now let's welcome our next guest who joins us online to share with us their practices.
Hi, this is Muzammil Abdul Karim. I lead the IT infrastructure for Emaar Properties. Emaar Properties is a leading real estate company in the region and across the world. We are into real estate, hospitality, malls, and entertainment business. Emaar is committed to building the most advanced digital infrastructure and services to create a new way of working and living for our enterprise and internal, external stakeholders. And with it, we strive to be one of the most world's valuable, most innovative, and most admired companies. First, we build a ubiquitous high-speed wireless network in our assets and property management sectors to provide customers with data connections anytime and anywhere. Second, we provide a unified app portal for users to obtain rich and up-to-date information services. Third, we have established a global, unified, and efficient operations and office support system to continuously improve our employees' productivity and customer service levels. And lastly, of course, we choose to cooperate with world-class suppliers and manufacturers to continuously promote technology and application innovation. During the global epidemic, Huawei Idea Hub provided strong support for our continuous and stable business development, enabling our remote offices to seamlessly communicate and collaborate with each other, and employees to work remotely from home. My own office also has one. It is easy to use. This product has gradually become a standard configuration for all our company's conference rooms. Through continuous cooperation with Huawei, we hope to promote the application of innovative technologies and products in the real estate industry accelerate the digital transformation for our enterprise, and set a benchmark for global digital real estate. Together, we dive into digital. Thank you.
Musical beans. That may be one of the most incredible musical performances I've ever seen. But what exactly does it have to do with smart optical fibers? Mr. Wang will explain.
That was great. I'm certainly no expert on beans, but I do know a bit about fiber optics. As many of you know, optical fiber networks are critical to the information society. Huawei has long been committed to research and technological innovation in the optical industry. We have achieved great things through optical communications. Now we are applying highly reliable optical technologies to fiber sensing to create more value for industry digital transformation. Today, we present the industry's most accurate intelligent optical sensor, the Huawei Optics Sense. Intelligent optical sensing uses fiber to detect and analyze the lasers. This allows it to precisely measure the stress, vibration, and temperature of the fibers. This product is ideal for managing oil and gas pipeline. It can make inspection more efficient, make unmanned intelligent inspection possible, and help industry go digital. We are also working on a series of products for other domains, like the water quality monitoring. How did we create these technologies?
Rayleigh scattering refers to the scattering of light by particles in the medium without change in the wavelength. When this process occurs high in the Earth's atmosphere, it is responsible for giving the sky its distinct blue color. Optical fiber sensing utilizes Rayleigh scattering principles to overcome specific challenges. The technical difficulties behind optical fiber sensing involve signals becoming attenuated and weak due to Rayleigh scattering, which occurs following optical fiber transmission over dozens of kilometers. Extracting useful signals in this scenario is as difficult as identifying the buzz of a mosquito from 10 kilometers away. Based on more than 20 years of technical experience in optical communications, we have introduced coherent demodulation technology to optical fiber sensing for the first time and used dedicated ODSP modules to achieve an effective signal collection rate of over 99.9%. This technique successfully overcomes the technical difficulties that have plagued the industry for more than a decade. In addition, we have introduced the latest AI research results from Huawei's 2012 labs to oil and gas pipeline scenarios, and developed a vibration pattern analysis engine, boosting the event identification accuracy from the industry average 60% to 97%. This improvement is critical to oil and gas pipeline scenarios, as it reduces unnecessary working periods caused by false positives from once per day to once per month. Moreover, as data accumulates, the vibration pattern analysis engine becomes smarter and achieves even higher identification accuracy. Consequently, Our optical fiber sensing can not only detect vibrations that occurs dozens of kilometers away, but also accurately determines the cause of such vibrations. For example, excavators, heavy trucks, and even flocks of sheep.
Use of smart optical fibers in oil and gas pipeline management has improved safety dramatically. Next, Yu Hao from Pipe China will share with us his story.
油气管线是国家能源输送的大动脉。国家管网主要从事油气干线管网及储气调峰等基础设施的建设和运营，负责干线管网互联互通和与社会管道连通，以及全国油气管网的运行调度，并实现基础设施向用户公平开放，提升油气资源输送效率，保障油气产业链高效运行。目前，国家管网的油气管线总里程已达9万多公里，至2025年，油气管线总里程将超过12万公里。为保障管线安全，我们配备了大约1.5万人的管线巡检队伍。随着管线里程的增长，我们希望能够打造人工加自动的新巡检方式，依靠数字化的技术，实现检测、分析、判断及预警的全自动化流程。实现无漏榜、低误榜，逐步减少对人的依赖。现在有一些传感技术已经应用在管线巡检领域，但是实际应用中仍然有许多不足，比如漏检测，没有检测到已经发生的破坏事件；过度识别，把非破坏事件误识别为破坏事件；错误识别，把人员施工识别为大型设备施工，整体可应用性并不高。华为公司作为国家管网的战略合作伙伴，我们期望携手华为，依托华为多年在光技术、人工智能以及大数据平台等领域的创新经验，围绕油气管线的安全预警技术难题，针对常见的管道威胁事件进行分析判定，提高光纤预警的准确率，逐步达到自动化巡检的应用要求。油气管道数字化是一个大课题，华为深耕管道行业，在光传感、AI、大数据等技术创新，让我们看到了管线领域逐步实现自动无人巡检的希望。
Huawei IP Networks make remote control of mega factory possible.
The further the distance, the bigger the challenge. Let's welcome Mr. Wang to tell us how Huawei made it possible.
Uncertainty makes us anxious. Network uncertainty similarly impacts the digitalization of manufacturing. I doubt anyone here lacks uncertainty, right? So how do we remove uncertainty in data transmission networks? The IP industry has spent 40 years trying to answer this question. Today, Huawei has an answer: the industry's first deterministic IP network solution. I would like to thank all of the technical experts and the product engineers who made this possible. Jitter is the root cause of the network uncertainty. It's just like traffic jams that make it impossible to predict when the next bus will arrive. Through IP system engineering and algorithm innovation, Huawei has not only managed to minimize network jitter, we have also achieved large-scale, ultra-long-distance networking. In our live network stress tests, we managed to keep jitter within 30 microseconds on a 2,000-kilometer network with multi-hop IP nodes. The latency of each node was down to microseconds. This kind of result had never been seen before. This solution ensures deterministic latency and enables large-scale networking for traditional industrial networks. The solution also allows precise remote control of production devices, making the lights-out digital factory a reality. So, how exactly did we achieve this innovation? Let's hear from our technical expert.
Welcome to Huawei Network Innovation Lab. Here, I will review how Huawei addresses the problem of non-deterministic IP networks. If we conduct aggregated scheduling on a traditional IP network, data flows will collide with each other. This can cause latency and jitter to grow superlinearly with a number of hops, thereby generating the problem of non-deterministic networks. Based on network calculus theory and a system engineering approach, Huawei has proposed and developed deterministic IP, or DIP, an innovative technology that guarantees deterministic bound of latency and jitter in IP networks. Using cyclic scheduling with packet cycle labels, DIP can precisely control the timing of packet forwarding within a deterministic time cycle, so that latency and jitter can be controlled within microseconds. It's just like high-speed trains. As every train arrives and leaves on time, passengers can arrive at their destinations at a deterministic time. A unique technology behind the DIP is an adaptive cycle mapping algorithm and protocol. This makes flow states only maintained at network edge nodes and carried in packets, while the core nodes are stateless. So the networks are not only deterministic, but also massively scalable. We have applied this innovative IP technology to Cloud Engine S6730H switches and Net Engine 8000 M8 routers to build an end-to-end deterministic network. Next, let me introduce how such a network is applied in the real world. Traditional steelmaking requires manual operations on site. However, some production environments are very hot and hazardous. This represents great challenge to the operators. For example, in a blast furnace plant, the temperature of molten iron can reach 1,500 degrees Celsius, and the ambient temperature can reach 40 degrees. So the operators have to wear heavy protective clothing to work. To address this problem, deterministic network technologies can be applied to steel plants to enable remote control with centralized or cloud-based PLCs. This allows remote operation in real time across plants, campuses, and even regions. Huawei and the Volkswagen Group have conducted a joint experiment to build a cross-region deterministic network for the group and subsidiaries. According to the test results, even under heavy load, DIP can remotely enable robotic arms to work accurately and almost synchronously, with end-to-end jitters within 20 microseconds. We believe that DIP technology is the foundation for the industrial internet. It will enable more and more applications in manufacturing industry in the future.
Deterministic IP networks have become a necessity for today's manufacturers as they greatly improve production efficiency. Mr. Zhou Yuxian of Baoshan Iron Steel will share with us now his company's connected manufacturing innovations.
Respected leaders and distinguished guests, good afternoon. It's my great honor to share with you Baoshan Iron and Steel Company's exploration and experience on smart manufacturing. Baoshan Iron and Steel, or Baosteel, is a flagship plant of Baowu Steel Group. Let me use several figures to introduce Baosteel. It's the world's #1 automotive steel producer, the #1 silicon steel producer, and the #2 crude steel producer. It is also the #1 iron and steel company in the world in 2020 by profit. It is the only World Economic Forum lighthouse factory in China's iron and steel industry. It has always been a pioneer and leader in its industry. Baosteel has been committed to becoming the world's largest iron and steel manufacturer and developing a high-quality industry ecosystem with a vision of laying a solid foundation for the manufacturing sector. To achieve this vision, over the past 5 years, Baosteel has developed a strategy of digital transformation and a framework of 3+1 smart manufacturing. 3 refers to 3 progressive layers, from intelligent equipment to intelligent factory and smart connectivity, which are supplementary to each other. Intelligent equipment helps reduce 3D jobs, which means dirty, dangerous, and duplicated jobs, improving safety and efficiency. Intelligent factory improves efficiency of multi-role collaboration and data sharing, enhancing the overall efficiency and efficacy of the factory. Smart connectivity enables cross-production procedure, cross-process, and cross-discipline data sharing to achieve end-to-end connectivity from supply to users. One refers to IT transformation, which means reshaping enterprise IT architecture with an IIoT mindset and technologies in the big data era. Based on the overall framework of 3+1 smart manufacturing, Baosteel has evolved from smart manufacturing 1.0 to 2.0. During smart manufacturing 1.0, Baosteel focused on eliminating 3D jobs, filling gaps, and applying intelligent technologies to improve efficiency and efficacy. So we put forward the 4 essentials guideline. That is operation by machine, centralized control, remote O&M, and online services. Operation by machine means that using machines to perform the 3D jobs to enhance efficiency and safety at sites. Centralized control means that combining the operation rooms to avoid problems of fragmented functions and low efficiency, and improve the stability and reliability of the operation of the production units. With the deployment of intelligent equipment, operations are centralized and on-site workforce is reduced. Remote O&M becomes more important. Therefore, remote O&M is a must. In addition, for services in the production process, such as procurement, sales, logistics, R&D, finance, and human resources, we used a unified platform to provide professional services online. Moving to Smart Manufacturing 2.0, based on our experience from Smart Manufacturing 1.0, we developed a guideline with 3 convergences, and that includes cross-industry convergence, which means using the unified IIoT architecture to support cross-industry and cross-base convergence. Cross-space convergence, which means developing a convergent system for one headquarter and multiple bases to collaborate professional management and local management. And cross-interface convergence, which means integrated operation, inspection, repair, and adjustment, and convergence of interfaces between machines or between human and machines. Baosteel Smart Manufacturing 1.0 has achieved some progress. 5G, Wi-Fi 6, and industrial network technologies have enabled remote mechanical arms, unmanned vehicles, automated robots, visual inspection, intelligent inspection robots, mobile devices, and environmental sensors. And based on the smart manufacturing platform, we achieved one-click steelmaking, centralized monitoring, and centralized O&M, and built a centralized operation center and a centralized steelmaking and smelting center. In addition, using smart connectivity technologies, the Smart Operation Center, Smart R&D Center, Smart Purchase Center, Smart Marketing Center, and Smart Operation Center are connected to enable one-stop data sharing in the entire process of production, sales, and R&D. Data and services from supply to the user site are integrated. Smart Manufacturing 1.0 has brought us remarkable results. We have successfully deployed over 700 intelligent robots in the plant, released over 2,800 people on 3D jobs, deployed over 190 unmanned vehicles to realize unmanned warehousing, and merged over 400 operation rooms to achieve centralized control. Of course, the current achievements are far from enough. We will continue to implement Smart Manufacturing 2.0. In Smart Manufacturing 2.0, through full connectivity of data, we hope to make breakthroughs in cross-industry, cross-space, and cross-interface scenarios. Comprehensive data connectivity cannot be achieved without networks. Just now, David Wang launched the deterministic IP network. Such a network can help us achieve multi-plant centralized industrial control and unified industrial system in the future. The previous single plant control is replaced by converged management of multiple plants at different locations. The industrial systems of multiple plants are connected to converge data and create an integrated multi-plant industrial ecosystem. Meanwhile, based on such a network foundation, we can converge the production OT and IT networks, streamline the interfaces between organizations, machines, and human-to-machines. Equipment data, production data, industry data, and office data is carried on one network, enabling efficient data exchange and achieving cross-interface convergence of operation, inspection, maintenance, and adjustment. Smart Manufacturing 1.0 and 2.0 are designed to support Baosteel and Baowu Group's One Mile vision. Through deterministic IP networks, digital twins, CPS, and industrial brain, we wanted to unify the operation and management of production lines, processes, plants, and upstream and downstream industry chain. Baosteel will continue to dive into digital in the iron and steel industry. In the near future, Baosteel will not only be a world-leading iron and steel manufacturing company, but also a data analytics company focusing on the iron and steel industry, or simply put, a high-tech company like Huawei. That's all for my sharing. Thank you.
双碳目标下，我国电力系统正逐步发展成为以新能源为主体，包含多元复合的交直流混联新型电力系统。新能源发电具有随机性、波动性和间歇性，加之交通等行业加速电气化，使得电力负荷特性发生显著变化，给电力系统安全稳定运行带来了巨大挑战。例如，在夏季用电高峰时，新能源供应波动，大规模电动汽车集群无序充电，将导致电网超负荷运行。此时若发生短路等故障，可能导致停电事故。通过精准负荷控制，在紧急情况下切除非必要、非关键负荷，保证电网持续安全运行，是新型电力系统安全防御的重要举措。而实现精准快速的负荷控制，需要广覆盖、高可靠、低延时的先进通信技术支持。
Power grid inefficiencies lead to massive energy loss each year. That's why digital power grids will play a key role in helping us reach our goal of net zero emissions. Traditional grids simply cannot ensure 100% reliable transmission from end to end. So how is Huawei spearheading innovation in this area? Let's hear from Mr. Wang.
If we want to achieve the carbon neutrality, power grid needs digital and intelligent transformation, and power grid digitalization needs 100% reliable communication networks. Currently, in digital grid construction, we have OTN solutions for power transmission, but none specifically for distribution or for end-to-end reliability. So we have created something truly groundbreaking to solve this issue, Edge OTN. This is the industry's first converged device packed with multiple optical technologies and a brand new architecture. It combines OTN and PON by breaking down the technical barriers between them. Power grid digitalization will benefit massively from its end-to-end reliability, ultra-low latency, and a simplified O&M. Edge OTN is perfect for more than just digital power grids. Any digitalized industries that depend on high reliability networks, like transportation, oil, and gas, will see clear value in Edge OTN. So now, I'm proud to bring to the stage the father of OTN, Mr. Martin Wiesers.
With more than 30 years of technical experience in the optical transmission and access field, and considering the advantage of both OTN and PON technologies, as well as of Layer 1's time division multiplexing, Huawei has developed an OTN extension in which new sub-1 gigabit per second OTN service signals can be carried over point-to-point transport networks and point-to-multipoint passive optical access networks. Layer 1 services with uncontested and guaranteed bandwidth and fixed low latency, supporting bit rates in the range of 2 megabits to 1 gigabit, will now be available everywhere. Firstly, we put forward next-generation hard pipe technology, technically known as optical service units or OSUs. Each OTN and PON-supported OSU link resource is divided into about 400 time slices per gigabit link bandwidth, with one or more of them allocated to different services in order to physically isolate the services. In this way, congestion and packet loss issues caused by communication resource preemption can be avoided. Now the reliability of mission-critical services can reach 5 nines, or 99.999%, resulting in a service downtime that does not exceed 5 minutes over an entire year. This new sub-1 gigabit optical service layer technology is being standardized in various standard development organizations, such as China Communication Standards Association, or CCSA, International Telecommunication Union, or ITU-T, and Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineering, IEEE. Put simply, we have proudly invented a new product form, which we name Hybrid OTN or HOTN. It integrates the functions of OLT and OTN equipment into a single equipment together with an OSU pass-through. This ensures that protocol conversion is not needed during service transmission between access and transport networks, reducing latency.
There are already a ton of examples worldwide about the huge value created by optics innovation. So we're now going to hear from Verlin Dornelis Roca of CMIG about CMIG's unmanned substations.
Olá, pessoal. Meu nome é William Dornelis Rocha, eu trabalho na CMIG. Eu estou muito honrado por ter a oportunidade de compartilhar com vocês as práticas da CMIG na construção das redes digitais. Primeiro, eu gostaria de fazer uma breve introdução sobre nós. A CMIG é a maior empresa de energia em atividade no estado de Minas Gerais, o terceiro maior estado econômico do Brasil, fornecendo 96% da energia do estado. Atuando nas 5 principais partes do mercado de energia: geração, transmissão, distribuição, comercialização e gás natural. Hoje, a CMIG tem negócios em 24 estados, opera uma rede de transmissão com quase 10 mil quilômetros de linha e tem 8,7 milhões de clientes divididos em 774 cidades. A CMIG está instalando equipamentos para automatizar o sistema elétrico em aproximadamente 614 cidades em todas as regiões de sua área de concessão. A modernização está sendo feita por meio da instalação de equipamentos na rede de distribuição de energia desses municípios. Acompanhando essa atualização tecnológica, a CMIG, através de licitação pública, adquiriu equipamentos Huawei, DWDM e Microwave para reestruturar seu backbone, assim como equipamentos SDH Huawei para a teleproteção do sistema. De acordo com a ANEEL, as interrupções no fornecimento duram em média 11,5 horas e ficam abaixo do limite estabelecido pela agência, que foi de 12,3 horas para o ano passado. No período, foram registradas em média 6 interrupções de energia, uma redução de 9,8% em relação a 2019 e também abaixo do limite de 8,9 vezes, estabelecido para o ano. Com o rápido crescimento global, a energia se tornou um fator de grande influência no desenvolvimento econômico e também na vida cotidiana das pessoas. A CMIG, trazendo toda a sua experiência dos setores de distribuição, transmissão e geração, focando principalmente em energia limpa, entende a importância de se ter um sistema energético estável e de alta confiança, atendido por uma rede de telecomunicações digital de última geração. Utilizamos a tecnologia slicing óptico da Huawei para a rede de transmissão de energia da CMIG, baseada em equipamentos de SDH e OTN. Tais tecnologias fornecem canais de comunicação isolados para diferentes serviços, como redes corporativas e de automação, garantindo uma comunicação segura e confiável, apoiando a transformação digital. Focando na melhoria contínua dos nossos negócios, de forma confiável e sustentável, a CMIG está utilizando a transformação digital para melhorar a satisfação e o atendimento de seus clientes. Para tanto, investimentos em novas tecnologias para subestações autônomas estão sendo feitas, incluindo sistemas de IVS para monitoramento remoto, garantindo operações seguras nas subestações e usinas. O monitoramento em tempo real também garante melhor eficiência na gestão patrimonial e, principalmente, amplia os recursos para a operação remota das instalações. Para atender aos requisitos de adequação das subestações autônomas da CMIG, foi sugerida a solução POL mais IVS. Utilizando-se as novas câmeras definidas por software SDC, ampliaremos a cobertura da área de vigilância e melhoraremos a definição das imagens, garantindo uma ampliação dos recursos para a operação remota das instalações, em atendimento aos requisitos regulatórios. Além disso, as câmeras suportarão a substituição e atualização de algoritmos, que futuramente poderão utilizar inteligência artificial e melhorar ainda mais o desempenho da operação. A solução POL, usada para a transmissão de dados, é imune à interferência eletromagnética, tornando o sistema de vídeo monitoramento confiável. Além disso, uma rede totalmente em fibra ótica pode suportar uma distância de comunicação de até 40 km, atendendo aos requisitos de cobertura de rede de diferentes subestações da CMIG. E por fim, A utilização de um concentrador OLT permite uma instalação mais compacta, rápida e flexível. Utilizando tecnologia de inovação TIC, como redes óticas, Big Data e soluções em nuvem, cooperando com soluções de inteligência artificial e gerenciamento de ativos, a CEMIG, juntamente com as soluções da Huawei, pretende construir uma sólida rede digital para suportar instalações autônomas, com maior segurança e eficiência, acelerando a nossa transformação digital. Assim, esperaremos que as soluções da Huawei possam colaborar ainda mais para a inovação dos serviços e criar maior valor agregado para a CEMIG.
A decade ago, the world's largest UHV power transmission system was built. Since then, it's been possible to transmit power from Western China to the East Coast, redressing the imbalance in regional resource distribution. Today, a supercomputing network is connecting the West and the East. Once built, the data collected in the East can be computed in the West, opening a new chapter of cross-regional computing power transfer. But new tasks always face new challenges. At a data center, a packet loss rate of just 0.1% is enough to undermine computing power by 50%, a serious waste of server resources. On Wang's, best effort delivery is not sufficient to meet today's diverse needs, which poses a new network challenge.
Storing and processing data in a place far from where it's collected is a huge challenge for data infrastructure provision. Let's hear from Mr. Wang about how Huawei is helping carriers and enterprises get the most value out of their data.
The key to cross-region electricity transmission is ultra-high voltage power transmission technologies. So then, what's the key to cross-region computer scheduling? Breakthrough algorithms. Thanks to the breakthrough algorithms, today we can bring you the industry's best performing IP network solution for cross-region computing scheduling. This solution combines our best cloud agent switches in data centers and net agent routers on Wangs. In data centers, the intelligent and lossless algorithm 2.0 can network up to 270,000 servers. This is 4 times the industry average. It also guarantees zero packet loss and reduces latency by 25%. The computing efficiency of a Huawei IP network is even 93% higher than the leading competitor of the same number of servers. On Wangs, the intelligent cloud graph algorithm intelligently routers by cloud service type and cloud network resource factor, improving transmission efficiency by 30%. These solutions optimize scheduling throughout computer generation and transformations. Simply put, they minimize the packet loss and maximize the computing performance. This solution can be applied to cross-region computing and many more scenarios. How do algorithms boost the network so much? Let's take a deeper look.
Hello everyone, welcome to Huawei Research Center. In the past 40 years, network got a tremendous challenge: packet loss. Packet loss causes great computing power loss. In some financial business scenarios, packet loss will even lead to transaction failure. To solve this problem, the experts tried many rule-based ways, but anyway, failed. This time, we decided to think about it in a different way. For the first time, intelligent algorithm is introduced to network switches. We collected and analyzed tens of millions of flow samples and creatively introduced our intelligent and lossless algorithm set. With the groundbreaking innovations, we are bringing zero packet loss Ethernet to cloud engine switches. This is just the beginning. We also add some more features to the algorithm set, such as integrity network and computing, and directly connected topology, which can help our customers to build a super large network with more than 200,000 servers. And network latency can be reduced by 25%, doubling big data computing efficiency. This builds the best wedge than ever before. Other than that, in wide area network, Huawei innovatively introduced intelligent cloud graph algorithm, which intelligently computes paths based on more than 15 factors, providing optimal paths for computing power transmission. This algorithm is applied to NetEngine series routers. It can fulfill different application requirements by not only computing paths based on network factors, such as bandwidth and delay, but also based on cloud pool factors, such as computing performance and cost, providing optimal cloud resources for enterprises. With the intelligent cloud graph algorithm, resource balance between multiple cloud pool and multiple users can be achieved, providing the best cloud migration experience. Cloud Engine with intelligent and lossless algorithm, and NetEngine with intelligent cloud graph algorithm. This is how we believe we will empower the network. We hope that you can join us in building the future, embracing the innovations, and in making it a fully connected world.
Huawei's algorithm innovations have broken data transmission bottlenecks, fully unleashing computing power. Let's hear from Harold Berg about how lossless computing networks are utilized at SAIC Volkswagen.
Hello, my name is Harald Berg. I'm working for SAIC Volkswagen since 2019. I'm working in China and I have 31 years of Volkswagen AG experience in IT. SAIC Volkswagen is a joint venture that was founded in 1984, headquartered in Shanghai, Anting, and we are supporting here 3 major brands at Volkswagen, Skoda, and our newest brand is Audi. And all 3 brands together have one engineering department, and out of this engineering department we are driving the digitalization for the company. And I brought you a great video.
Volkswagen.
Everything starts in the engineering department with a digital strategy, and from the engineering department we are doing it in an end-to-end process. The key idea is we want to reduce physical models and drive with the physical models then also the production line. That means everything is about a better product, a better service for the customer, that he can experience our product in the right way. Therefore, we are also building an ecosystem that the customers can then really experience from their end our products in a specific way, and all, as the idea is behind it, an end-to-end approach from engineering to the service for the customer. Under the ESG criteria, that's important to us because we are supporting the planet. We want to drive things on the right way forward. That means our processes are starting in the engineering. We are driving it into the production. There we are doing industrial Internet of Things to also get our machines in the right way, that the customer is again getting quality from us and in conjunction with the social aspects and also with the carbon neutral approach that we are standing for and what we are driving for. The car is always in the middle, and simulation is driving digitalization. Without the simulation, we cannot support our fast development processes that we are standing for. We used in the past intensively physical car models, but these physical car models are costing a lot of money. Therefore, the digitalization comes into the game, high-performance computing comes into the game, and that's also driving other infrastructure approaches. If you look only to the slide, you see the huge difference. Some years ago, there were only some elements that could be digitalized and that makes up a simulation car model. We drove that, or the industry drove it, to more nodes, to more elements that has to be calculated, and that's then also the issue where you need more horsepower. But without these small networks that you put over the car body, for calculation, you could never detect in an early phase cracks in the material after a crash. And that's also important. That's why we are doing it, and that's why we need the horsepower to do the high-performance computing in the car industry. And that's also another aspect, the whole infrastructure that is required for it. It's not only computing, it's also the data center. The data center for the core business is really highly redundant, and you don't want to use such facilities for high-performance computing, because high-performance computing needs a lot of energy and also needs a lot of cooling. Therefore, we are building specific data centers in this area that are not as high available, because you have the opportunity to lose computing cycles when the facility goes down, but you never lose data, because the data is secured in a high available data center, and only for calculation purposes the data is getting transferred in the high performance area, calculated, and then the result comes back. And besides the facility, you also need computing power, and this computing power is making up by a lot of different components. That's storage, that's other things that are helping to drive it forward. The issue is when you're using different CPUs like ARM processors, not every software from a software OEM is running on such environments. Therefore, we work together with Huawei and the software OEMs to adapt their libraries that they are running the code in a better way and more efficient way on the new CPUs, on the ARM processors. And by the way, with such infrastructure, you can also adapt in an early phase the design process, because in design, you had in the past a lot of physical car models. Now you're using power walls, and the high-performance computers are basically helping turning the cars on these power walls, and the rendering and shade calculation is getting done in a much more efficient way to help this overall infrastructure. Another aspect is the lossless Ethernet approach. A lot of high-performance computing infrastructures are using InfiniBand nowadays, and Ethernet is a more common technology. But Ethernet on its own is not satisfying it. You need somehow a lossless Ethernet, and Volkswagen is currently doing a POC together with Huawei to support such an approach. And that is helping you dramatically to reduce then in the future the investment cost or delay the investment cost, because InfiniBand is more expensive than, on the other hand, left side, lossless Ethernet. And the combination of facility, network, computing, and what I've showed you will bring Volkswagen on the next level. Thank you very much.
High-performance data analytics is an extension of our brains that benefits every aspect of our lives. R&D data centers harness the power of mass data to explore uncharted territories. Oil and gas seismic exploration expands from shallow to deep and cultural deep earth. We supercharge productivity with game-changing efficiency. We use multi-protocol interworking to meet different needs. We handle massive amounts of data at lightning-fast speeds. And we break the boundaries of storage to unleash the value of data. The superbrain is now powered on and ready to go.
Societal advancement is predicated on exploration of cutting-edge technologies, and technological breakthroughs are dependent on digital infrastructure performance. This has created an enormous challenge for storage. What innovations will Huawei provide for this scenario? Mr. Wang, I'll let you take the floor.
These days, we explore the universe in R&D data centers for energy, life sciences, and high-performance computing. We are moving towards an era of the high-performance data analytics that integrates HPC, big data, and AI. This level of the data analytics creates challenges for data storage, performance, protocols, and capacity. So today, we are officially announcing OceanStor Pacific, the industry's first distributed storage for HPDA. Huawei OceanStor Pacific represents huge breakthroughs in areas like data flows adaptive to large and small I/O, converged indexing for unstructured data, and ultra-high density hardware and EC algorithms. OceanStor Pacific breaks through the performance, protocol, and capacity barriers that limit HPDA. A single unit can make data analytics more efficient by supporting hybrid workloads across high-performance computing, big data analytics, and AI computing. This innovation is a direct result of our engineers' inspiration. And so, we have Dr. Xiafei here to tell you more.
Hello, everyone. I'm Xiafei. It's my honor to introduce OceanStor Pacific, our premium storage series that streamlines multiple storage systems into just one device. OceanStor Pacific supports diversified computing power. Large files correspond to large I/Os. Data is written to disk in pass-through mode, offering large file bandwidth, twice that of next best player. Small files correspond to small I/Os. Our storage system aggregates I/Os at the cache layer before writing data to disks. This unique technology achieves low latency and high disk utilization, making the random performance of small files 5 times than that of the next best player. From SPC to SPDA, diversified applications are also causing access protocols to diversity. Our storage allows one copy of data to be accessed through different protocols. The ultra-high density design accommodates mass data storage needed by the digital tomorrow. The OceanStor Pacific 9950 is a high-density, high-performance storage system. Each 5U chassis houses 80 half-pound SSDs. Its twin product, the OceanStor Pacific 9550, is a high-density, large-capacity storage system. Each 5U chassis houses 120 HDDs, offering a maximum of 2.4 petabytes raw capacity.
Huawei's innovation in digital infrastructure is already helping enterprises improve data utilization. Let's hear from Mr. Lai Nenghe from BGP of CNPC.
Hi everyone, I am Lai Nenghe. Today my topic is Mass data leads oil and gas exploration into an intelligent era.
低等勘探已进入海量数据新时代。在油气低等勘探、数据采集、处理、解释的3大环节中，需要采用大量的高性能计算、海量数据分析、地质综合解释、地质建模、流畅数字模拟、可视化、 机器学习、深度学习、数据治理、多学科协同研究等技术和不同技术应用平台。因此，根据应用的不同特点，数据中心通常会在 PC 机群之间、多路服务器群之间、工作站群之间部署容量规模不等、系统价格不同的分布式存储、对象存储、统一存储、融合存储等等。而地震数据处理与地址综合解释过程中，需要在不同系统之间、不同技术应用平台之间频繁地进行海量数据传输拷贝。实际生产表明，通过规模化集中部署华为 All-Shell-Stop Pacific 存储系统，可显著提升海量地震数据处理、地址综合解释的工作效率。不仅可以有效解决油气地震勘探不断增长的海量数据对存储容量的巨大需求的挑战，而且还可以保证存储性能容量的线性增长，既可以简化 IT 基础设施的复杂度，又可减少 IT 日常运维的工作量。以中东地区某探区为例，3259平方公里三维地震勘探，190万个激发，采集数据量1049 TB。我们集中部署了26 PB 华为 All-Shell-Stop Pacific 高性能分布式存储，用了近12个月时间，顺利完成了数据处理任务。这也是目前为止已完成的单体数据量最大的油气地震勘探数据处理项目。再以我国西部某探区为例，1200平方公里三维地震勘探，13万个激发，采集数据量100 TB。数据处理分析加上地址综合解释需要13个月时间。如果使用16个节点4 PB 容量的分布式存储系统中的8个节点，拷贝一次100 TB 的数据，大约需要16个小时。通过利用华为 All-Shell-Stop Pacific 存储系统间远程直接访问、混合负载和多协议互通等功能，可大大减少数据拷贝时间和拷贝次数，可同时满足大文件高并发、高带宽、小文件高 IOPS 的性能平衡要求，可实现一套存储同时供高性能计算、人机交互、资料解释、数字模拟、人工智能等多个不同技术应用平台共享，存储资源利用率提高30%以上，生产效率提升15%以上。随着油气地震勘探技术的不断进步，勘探要求的不断提高，未来需要更多高并发、高带宽、高可靠和可扩展性强、可维护性强的智能存储系统，需要更多的 AI 加持，助力油气地震勘探数字化转型，加速打造数字盆地、智能油田。以上就是我今天的分享，谢谢大家。
From the beginning of human civilization, we have invented knotted strings, arithmetic, and even partial differential equations. Calculation evolves to computing and advances our society. Since the first modern computer was created, computing power has become the pillar of science and technology, and constantly needs to be upgraded to allow for breakthroughs. Computing power helps us reach the unreachable and allows us to go even further towards the unimaginable. Behind all these developments is the computing cluster, a crucial technology that takes industries to a new level. However, large-scale computing power has yet to gain the popularity it deserves due to underutilization and high barriers to implementation.
In an intelligent society, greater computing power means greater productivity. But today, inefficiencies in computing power remain a challenge. What are the latest innovations in Huawei's digital infrastructure? Let's welcome back Mr. Wang.
Affordable computing power is the key to diving into digital. But first, computing power needs to be more accessible and better utilized. So today, we are unveiling our CC solution. This solution helps customers roll out industry-leading public platforms that provide diversified computing power. It is designed with 3 scenarios in mind: AI computing centers, high-performance computing centers, and integrated big data centers. The solution also has 4 advantages over traditional solutions. First, the computing framework supports diverse scenarios, including AI, HPC, and big data. Second, it can be rolled out very rapidly. Its compact design and a modular preferred equipment room can even shorten rollout from 2 years to 6 months. Third, it boosts utilization by 50% to 80% by pooling and scheduling diverse computing resources. Fourth, it is simply more easy to use, with a service platform that speeds up access from several weeks to minutes. These advancements are all the result of our innovative engineering and architecture. Now, let's watch a video on the details of this solution.
Compared with conventional data centers, Huawei CC solution has 3 major technological breakthroughs. Compact design. Thanks to power supply, heat dissipation, and network innovations, the computing power per cabinet is 4 to 8 times denser. Diversified computing. With a converged framework, optimal computing power can be scheduled to adapt to HPC, AI, and big data workloads for different scenarios. CC as a computer design and optimization. This design principle optimizes application-oriented software and hardware for CUE rather than PUE. Computing power is 50% to 80% more efficient. Huawei CC solution is tailored to a range of computing power scenarios, accelerating construction and transforming computing. It powers industry clusters and facilitates digital transformation for industry sectors.
Computing clusters are supercharging industry clusters. Let's welcome our next guests, who will share with us their development practices.
尊敬的各位嘉宾，海内外的观众朋友们，金秋9日，2021华为全年节大会线上举行。我代表武汉市东湖高新区，向大会致以热烈的祝贺。新时代是数字经济时代，数字经济快速发展，以数字经济为代表的新经济已经成为全球经济增长的新动能。武汉市坚持把数字经济作为高质量发展的新引擎、新支点，积极推进传统产业转型升级。全市数字经济占比已经超过40%。2021年，武汉市把数字经济作为打造5个中心、建设现代化大武汉的重要内容，持续推动5大数字新基建、7大数字新产业、3大数字新融合，全面赋能经济社会数字化转型，全力推进武汉建设数字经济新一线城市。发展数字经济离不开数字基础设施。武汉市大力发展以5G、云计算、人工智能为代表的数字新基建。去年累计建成5G 基站2.6万个，每万人拥有的基站数量、每平方公里的基站密度等关键指标位居世界前列。9月4号，武汉人正式上线运行， 现在已经吸纳了16个商人单位和120余个应用系统。同时，加快收支中心的建设，已经建成3万多个收支中心计价，正在建设的有9万多个。特别是当前，湖北省武汉市举全省全市之力，加快建设以湖北东湖科学城为核心的光谷科创大走廊，瞄准打造全球光电信息科技创新中心、全球生命健康科技创新中心、全球碳中和工程科技创新中心和全球智能制造产业创新中心，构建攻坚型的区域创新发展功能布局，努力打造3大高地，建设7大功能区，突破8大任务，力争到2050年建成科学特征凸显、创新要素积极、策略能力突出、科创活力迸发的具有核心竞争力的世界一流科学城。武汉人工智能计算中心是湖北东湖科学城建设的重点要素制成项目，采用华为集成计算解决方案建设，今年5月建成运营，预期建设规模为100批的人工智能算力加4批的高性能算力，是国内首个面向产业的多样性算力公共服务平台，国家人工智能重要算力基础设施的核心支点。武汉人工智能创新发展试验区和应用示范区的核心驱动力，也是人工智能企业、科研机构和高校公共算力服务的骨干力量。武汉乃至中部地区的最强大脑。武汉人工智能计算中心项目从进场施工到试运营，仅仅用时5个月，已经吸引了武汉大学、中科院、斗鱼等多家知名的科研院所和企业入股，为40多家企业提供公共算力服务，实际的算力需求已经超过200批。项目的落成创造了以中心式平台的武汉模式，见证了项目的快速交付、上线及饱和运营的武汉速度，构建了以多样性算力基础设施为底座、赋能数字经济高质量发展的武汉架构，打造了人工智能创新发展的示范区的标杆。下一步，武汉中国光谷将继续发挥人工智能领域的科技资源、产业发展和高端人才优势，围绕人工智能计算中心建设，瞄准遥感、多模态2大重点科研方向，重点打造公共算力服务、创新孵化、产业集聚、科研创新和人才培养4个平台，孵化智能制造、智慧城市、电力信件、棉纺织件、内容审核等诸多行业的创新应用，用算力集成赋能产业集成，提升人工智能的创新应用孵化、人才培养和科研创新的速度，促进产业的有机更新、迭代升级，带动千行百业智能化，培育人工智能产业的生态，形成生产学研用产业生态联盟，创建一批人工智能重点实验室、研究院等创新科研组织，积极一大批专家学者以及相关的产业链公司，打造100亿级的产业链，为加快建设成为湖北东湖科学城提供关键要素支撑。最后，热诚地欢迎各位嘉宾、各位朋友亲临武汉、亲临光谷走访考察，真诚地恳请大家进一步关注湖北，支持武汉，投资光谷。 携手促进人工智能与湖北经济社会发展的深度融合，携手建设人工智能创新发展的领头羊城市，努力打造全国3例新高地，树立城市数字新基建的示范标杆。谢谢大家。
Today, we have heard many stories of innovation from all over the world. I would like to thank everyone, both here and at home, for the extraordinary effort and ideas you have put in over the last year. As we look towards the future of digital infrastructure, we need to not only create new innovative hardware, but also build a thriving software ecosystem. The industry has already created a complete software ecosystem of operation systems, languages, compilers, databases, and AI frameworks and apps. But there are 3 challenges we still need to address as we dive into digital. First, the ecosystem will require a broader convergence of the communications, innovation, and industrial technologies. Second, it will need to better adapt to diversified computing. Third, we will need an ecosystem that is shared, open source, and jointly constructed. These new challenges in mind, while we will continue working with partners, developers, and open source organizations from around the world. Spoiler alert, on September 25th, we will also be launching a core software ecosystem product and strategy. So you'd better stay tuned. Each and every R&D employee at Huawei lives and breathes innovation. No matter what comes our way, innovation will remain constant. Innovation, at its core, drives industry development and creates value for customers and the entire value chain. To sum up, our innovation in digital infrastructure centers on breakthroughs in basic theories and algorithms, technologies spillover, technical architecture, product architecture, industry pace, industry direction, and industry creation. We will remain committed to innovation and hold the lead in digital infrastructure. Today, we have a look at the 7 of the scenarios where Huawei is innovating. We are excited to see how this rainbow of innovation will shape the future. Before I close out, I want to say, just as a single beam unfolds into many colors, a single idea unfolds into many passes forward. This is the heart of innovation. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Wang. I'd also like to thank all of our speakers for their wonderful speeches in today's keynote session of Leading Innovation in Digital Infrastructure. And that brings us to the end of the 3rd keynote of Huawei Connect 2021. Thank you for joining us, and stay tuned.